It's about time. Hello, it's Enzo Z here. The most popular video in this channel is a day in life in an IT manager. Now, I don't think it's because my life was interesting. It's more like because I'm IT manager. I've been getting a lot of questions like what are my certification, what's my background, and a lot of the comments that you gave was about do I have any advices or tips on how to become an IT manager. And then recently, someone bought me my first coffee at buymeacoffee.com/EnzoZ. Thank you very much, Jeff. Also recently on my most recent video, someone posted if I can post more IT related content. The reason I haven't been posting like IT related content because this channel is mainly a vlog channel. It's not really about IT manager or IT stuff. So that's why I'm quite hesitant to stick to that topic. But I think it's inevitable that I have to discuss this because there's a lot of you asking how to become an IT manager. Especially there are a number of students from you who's still on college or university thinking of what path to take. I hope this video will help you as well. But just to clarify though, this is still a vlog channel. This is not an IT or IT manager channel. But from time to time, I'll be having this kind of sharing kind of videos wherein I just talk and tell you about my life and share you something. For today's topic, it will be about how did I become an IT manager and would I recommend it? So what's my background? I'm a Filipino born and raised in the Philippines. Had my first inclination into programming when I was in grade 2. First time I saw a computer. From grade 2, I already know what I want to do. So yeah, and I was in university. I took Bachelor of Science, major in Computer Science. For 4 years, I worked in small companies. But luckily in my 5th year, I was able to work with Accenture, which is a big consulting company. And then I got an opportunity in Singapore. And back then, going to Singapore is so easy. I remember the interview that I had with an agency. I don't know if I can call it an interview, but he just asked me if I have a passport. And I said yes. So yeah, and that's it. So I went to Singapore. I already have a job when I went to Singapore and they just need to apply for a work permit. So I just had to wait for a few days and I started working there. I lived there for 5 to 6 years. I worked in like 2 or 3 different companies during my tenure there in Singapore. And in 2011, we decided to move here in Canada. First company that I work with here in Canada is in the banking or financial industry. And I'm still with the same company 14 years after. I would like to give you my definition of IT manager because IT manager is such a broad term and I think it would be better to explain to you first what are the roles and responsibility of IT manager, at least on my part. First, let me explain to you how far is my level from the other developers. From level 1 to 8, your main responsibilities is coding to develop and build solutions. But when you start at a company, I think the lowest you can start at least is level 5. And then on level 8, you have an opportunity to be a senior manager with, aside from the technical stuff that you'll be doing, you'll be expected to manage people as well. And then after senior manager, level 8 is level 9, which is a director. So that's where I am right now. So I'm a level 9 director. My roles and responsibilities is first is to handle the relationship between the business and our team. And then my role as well is to manage a team of developers and business analysts. So in my day-to-day activities, I have to make sure that they are able to do their job. And if they have any problems or impediments, I'll deal with it. Also, as an IT manager, it is my responsibility to make sure the applications are up and running and plan for its future. Also, as a manager, I have to handle people and their problems. It's my role to make sure to talk to everyone, talk about their careers, problems, and if there's anything I can do. And I handle all the bureaucracy. So if there's like so much paperwork, so I tend to do that one rather than assigning it to the developers or the business analysts because it's just a waste of time. As an IT manager as well, I'm expected to be the subject matter expertise of the applications that I support with. So again, different companies, different teams have different definition or responsibilities. But for me, that's my role. So how did I become an IT manager? So we moved here in Canada in 2011. I've been with them as a senior developer for 2 years. And then after 2 years, I got promoted to the next level, level 8 developer. And then after a year, I became a senior manager. And then while working as a senior manager, there is one team wherein their director left. And the senior director of that team contacted me and asked me whether I'll be interested of taking that director position. So yeah, I would say I was fortunate
fortunate that most of my promotion, well, all of my promotion, I did not ask for it. It was given to me. Promotion is a combination of skill and opportunity. I had the skill, I know it. I had the opportunity as well. That's why I was promoted without even asking. Well, the reason I was given that opportunity, it's because I look for the gaps within the team. What is missing? And you try to fill those gaps. I'm not the best software developer in our team. I mean, I'm good, but I'm not the best. I know someone who's better than me, but I tried to fill in what's missing from that team. So at that time, what's missing is like nobody take care of our work items or our deliverables. So I took the initiative to take care of the work items, manage them, and report them daily to my manager. So I think that one paid off. They see that I'm able to do things more than what is required me to do as a software developer. That's how I got my promotion to senior manager. And then for the director level, I think it's just a word of mouth from one manager to another. Another tip I can give you is that you need to manage your manager expectation. I'm not saying you kiss. I hate those people who kiss. What I'm saying is, like, as a manager, there are some certain expectation from your people, right? Like what I've said, the gaps that I was trying to fill in our team before was like nobody was taking care of the work items or the projects. That's why I thought my manager would like to see a weekly report. So I started doing that one, weekly status report of our progress, and he did like it. That's what I'm saying, when you manage upwards, you manage your manager. It's not kissing. Oh my geez, I hate those people who kiss. In general, getting promoted is a combination of opportunity and skills. You might have the right skills, but you don't have the opportunity, so you won't get that promotion. You have the opportunity, but you don't have that skill, you may or may not get that promotion. So to me, just do your job properly, fill in the gaps, fill in whatever is missing in the team, and for sure, if you have a good manager, they will notice all the good work you've done, and when that opportunity comes in, they will give you that promotion. So would I recommend to be an IT manager? Nah. If you're into managing people, then yeah. If you're into bureaucracies, then yeah. If you're one of those people who like being called a boss, then yeah. But if you're a software developer at heart, you're a programmer at heart, I don't recommend it, because there's so much bureaucracy and so much pain in the managing people. And really, the only reason I took this job is because of money, because the salary here as a software developer in Canada is not that much. So that's why I have no choice but to go up. But otherwise, I would just stick to programming. I love programming so much, yeah. I don't know why I'm in this situation right now, but I have to deal with it because I need the money. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
So what are my advice if you want to be an IT manager? Now, before I give you any advice, I just want you to take my advices with a grain of salt, because being an IT manager varies from different industries, different companies. Even within the same company, different teams they have different expectation or responsibility as an IT manager. And also remember that this is based from my experience, so it could be different for other IT managers. The path is different and the experience is different as well. For the first step, just like any other job, don't go in for this for a wrong reason. You gotta love your job. There's a saying, love your job and you wouldn't have to work another day in your life. Next advice is that if you want to be an IT manager, I strongly suggest be a software developer first. Maybe it's just me. I don't trust IT managers who hasn't been a developer first, because experience is the best teacher. Without experiencing being a developer, I don't think you can relate to your people once you become an IT manager. I know there are people who are able to get to this position just because they took a master's degree. They got the position because of their academics, but not because of experience. So to me, I have more trust to those IT managers who was a developer from the very beginning and they worked their way up, because I know that most of their decision making, most of their understanding are based from their experiences and not by textbook. Now, I haven't been coding for a while already, but I can't believe it. Even to this day, I'm able to investigate production issues. I'm able to find the root cause. And at the same time, I also can provide solution. Even though my programming is a bit outdated, the solution that I provide is still valid though. Because what's changing over the years is just the technology. It gets easier and easier, but the problem are still the same. That's why I think whatever you experienced like 10 years ago, it will still matter to this day.
Next tip is if you want to learn the best coding practices, don't work in small companies. Just look around the company, like look at the employees. If you see there are hardcore developers there, then probably yeah, you should go because you'll learn something about it. Because the key thing here is like you have to learn from your colleagues, especially if you're a newly graduate. It's important to absorb as much as information or experience from different people. In relation to that, if you want to use the latest technology in terms of programming and building solutions, then I would suggest don't go to other industries just like manufacturing or just like financial or banking industry, because there's a lot of bureaucracy on those kind of industries. So if you really want to use the latest technology, you have to work in a software house company, meaning those companies that build softwares and sell softwares, because they make sure they always use the latest technology. Next tip is that at the beginning of your career, it's okay to take less money, because the important thing in the earlier stage of your career is experience. Learn as much as you can. Don't think about money first. That will come along later. I hate to say this as a manager because I don't want this happening to my team, but the reality is if you're on your earlier stages, it's better for you to jump from one company to another company or from one industry to different industry, maybe at least 2 years, not 1 year, because by doing that you're able to expose yourself to different environments, different industries, different way of doing things, right? So the more you learn, again, at the earlier stages, what's important is like for you to gain experiences. Next tip is, I guess it's very obvious. I mean, you have to be good at your job, and not only good, you have to be like proactive, accountable, responsible in whatever you do, because I mean there are developers which are just focused on finishing their task and that's it. They don't look at the bigger picture. You're just a worker then. So if your manager see that you're just like that, then how would they think about promoting you? So in order to get that promotion, you have to show to your manager that you're able to do things other than your main responsibilities. If you have any more questions or anything you want to know, just put them in the comment section below, or you can message me on my Facebook and Instagram as well. Again, I would just like to remind you that please take my advices with a grain of salt, because this is based from my experience, and also the roles and responsibilities, expectation, and the pathways could be different for different people, for different companies, for different teams, for different industries. If you find this video helpful, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I'm so happy right now that it's snowing here in Canada. Wow, we got some good snow because it has been dry and warm for the entire winter. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to live now and be happy. Peace!